Cybersecurity is a much larger concern than ever, and here to tell us all about how to protect yourself online is co-chair of President Obama's Online Safety Technology Group and security expert, Hemu Negam. Hey, Hemu.
Hey, Shelly. Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm great.
So cybersecurity is everywhere, and everybody's talking about how to protect themselves, and everybody thinks that just means virus protection, but it means a lot more, doesn't it?
It means a whole lot more, and the best thing about it is actually that everyone is talking about it. And I have to tell you, when we say a whole lot more, what I'm thinking about is we have to be a little bit more scared of our friends online than we are today.
Wow, just because I'm not paranoid doesn't mean that everybody's not after me?
Exactly, and there's also medicine for that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so why would I want to be afraid of my friends online on Facebook? Because I'm really not that scared of them, should I be?
Yes, you should be a little bit skeptical and a little bit scared, and here's why. And I've been doing this now for nearly 20 years. There's a lot of great technology out there, security technology, antivirus technology, anti-phishing technology. You name it, everyone's talking about it. We're all starting to use it. We're getting so much better. So what do the hackers and the criminals do? They exploit the one thing that we're not thinking about online, even though we think about it in the physical world, and that's our trust with our friends.
But how would they do that?
It's simple. You send me a note saying, hey, Hemu, I got this great new business idea. Go check it out. I click on a link. I don't think about looking at the URL bar to see if it really goes to what you said it goes to. And I just click because, you know what? I trust Shelly. I'll click, no problem. I go to there. I get what's called a drive-by virus, a drive-by download. And all of a sudden, my computer is owned by some guy sitting in some other country, and it's not the United States.
Now, when I get emails from people, even that I know, I do spend a little time looking at the link, and because you just don't know where they got it anymore. And I think that's probably the number one line of security for everybody, right? If don't click on anything you don't understand, or don't click on anything that you're really not sure about where you're going. But how would someone who is not as vigilant, are there tools that people can use, or what is the right method for somebody who's just not super technical, who doesn't know how to read a URL and understand if it's good or bad? What can people do who are just normal people?
Well, the first thing starts just like in our real world, lock your doors. So what do? You put in anti-phishing software. Number 2, antivirus software. Number 3, turn your firewall on. And number 4, and probably more important, because a lot of times people do the first 3 and they don't bother with the 4. When you get that security update and you have a choice, update now, remind me later, what do we all do? And I know, Shelly, when you're busy, you do it like I've done it.
A lot of people do,
You
yeah.
hit remind me later. And what are you actually doing? You're saying to the hacker, hey, guess what? I know, you know, there's a hole in my house, in my computer, because that really is my life right now. And I'm going to leave it open for you. Come in the back door, come in the front door. It's totally up to you.
Wow, that's amazing.
But in the real world,
so I'm going to press you one more time. I'm a normal person. I don't know what a URL is. I mean, I know where it is. But how would I know that I have a suspect URL from a friend? What would be the first tip-off that it's suspect?
First tip-off is when you look at the link your friend sends you, and it has, say, bankofamerica.com, and when you hover over it, all of a sudden, all these funny-looking numbers come up saying da-da-da-da, AB.34. From something. There's something wrong with that link. It doesn't say bankofamerica.com. It probably isn't Bank of America or any company.
Hemu, thank you. Hemu Negam, you are always a pleasure to talk to, and great advice as usual. Let's try and keep our computers safer, shall we?
Shall we?
All right. I'm Shelly Palmer, and you are watching Live Digital.